because I think one of the beautiful things about my life is that I'm a Democrat. And I really don't mean it in the sense of American Democrat. Even though if I was to choose, okay, I'm not going to be voted for that. But I've lived in Ghana back and forth for many years, and as I'm moving back to Liberia, my kids have decided Ghana is their home. So we still maintain a home in Ghana, but Whipson is also still working there. One of our major challenges has been really decentralizing our work. We've worked in Ghana, we've been based in Ghana, but we haven't spread out. It was not until a year ago when actually we did not implement any program in Ghana for a long time. We were taking it outside because of this perception that this is a peaceful country, they really don't need some of these things. Then we did a survey on grassroots women perspective of peace and security. It was eye-opening for us, even though we haven't published that yet. Every issue raised in Sierra Leone, Liberia, was raised in Ghana. And then we brought the girls for the first ever regional conference on peace and security. Everything the Liberian girls raised, the Nigerian and Ghanaian girls raised. And then we realized, wow, there may not be overt conflict, but there are issues that we need to work on. Last year was the first time we instituted something on March 8th, an intergenerational dialogue between girls from different communities with women's rights activists. Ghana, in the Ghanaian society, has very strong women's rights activists. But after that event, I have never seen women come to an event and it's ended and they're just sitting there. They cried, they laughed, but they would not move. So we decided every year that is how we would celebrate March 8th. We take girls from these very poor communities, poor schools, and the refugee camps, and put them in a fantastic hotel. A place where probably until they're grown and adults, they will dream about entering because of their financial status. And then we bring all these women who they only see on TV to have a conversation with them. One of my favorite moments of that session last year was Jane Kwawu walking into the room and seeing the school that she went to as a girl seated amongst the girls. You can imagine this is someone who went on to be advisor in gender to ECOWAS, advisor to the government of Ghana. I mean, real high profile, and turning to these girls and saying, this is my school. Do you still measure starch 1 cup to this? They were so excited. Just that. If she came from our kind and have made it this big, we can also make it. So this year, we have some of the best names, and that's poor lesson that have to leave New York to go, and I wish I was going also, to sit with another group of girls to do this. We're hoping that next year we may take it to another region or bring some of the girls, but you would think that these beautiful programs will get some of the best fundings. That's where we struggle for funding. This is $9,000 to run this program. We barely get money to do it. So your question on apathy. You know, sometimes it's easy to see something in front of you and give it a name. I don't think, and I don't know your context, but from my context, I don't see it as apathy. I see it as, I don't want to raise my hopes. In most of the communities we've gone to, people are not aspiring for much because they don't want to raise their hopes. If I carry this thing up and there is nothing to meet it, then Mahawa is not here. There's one of the little girls from our project who, when she got in the project in 2008, said to us, I one of the things that I feel will hinder me from ever being a leader in this country is poverty and the ethnic group I come from. This is a child who dared to enroll in one of the private universities to become a doctor. After 2 semesters, she was out. And now she's in a public university. Many of the girls who come from their villages daring to do these things end up dropping. So others see them and say, where have they gone with their dreams? Why do you want to? Let's just stay in this village, have children, or stay in this rural community and do what we think is best for us. So those are some of the issues that we see. But I will pass the mic to Nestle because probably she and Blanche have something to say. But also when we had the regional conference with the girls on peace and security, one of the things we also saw, and since this is a room filled with people of faith, was that these girls named in all certainty their religious affiliation as a major stumbling block to them advancing to leadership. This is not just Islam. Christian young women as well. We need to ask ourselves within our faith community, how are we pushing the girls' agenda within the church? It's easy not to ask ourselves those questions. And it's easy to look at the other religion and say, this is the religion that suppresses women, and forget about our own. But across the 4 countries that came to that meeting, their faith tradition, their religious affiliation was a major stumbling block to them attaining leadership in their communities.